Is Lori Loughlin going to prison? Is snitching still on the table? Will Corona play any type of a factor into her sentencing situation? All of those questions going to be answered here today on After Prison Show. God. Oh, God, that made my eyes water. What's going on, everybody? God, I'm crying. Oh, God, save the tears for the video, Joe. Save the tears for the video. I don't think there's a better intro to any YouTube video being uploaded today. Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to After Prison Show. I'm Joe Guerrero, and you may know me from a series here on this channel, Felon Flippers, aka I've Lost Everything because of a troll and also a house. But folks, we're gonna take a little break from the house for a moment. I'm actually just getting back from the house yet again. I've been over there twice today, meeting with the electrical company and also having to go back up underneath there and continue to get measurements, but whatever, we'll save all of that. That's not what we're getting ready to talk about here today. Folks, I want to talk to you guys about yet another celebrity facing and getting ready to plead guilty to a charge that could potentially be getting ready to send them to prison. Lori Loughlin. I know I'm mispronouncing her last name. I don't know how to pronounce it. But what I will tell you is I probably, like quite a few of you, grew up watching this chick, Jesse's Girl, on Full House. You never watched Full House. Come on. These are the classics right here. You had Full House. You had Family Matters. Saved by the Bell. Never watched none of it. I'm the only one. Well, Miss Lori has found herself in a situation where she could potentially be getting ready to go be housed in something like a Full House. Probably didn't work out real well. Folks, Lori Loughlin has in fact changed her whole song and dance. At first, getting ready to boom! Try to box them federales up inside of a federal courtroom, which probably unbeknownst to her, the feds have what, like a 95% conviction rate? You ain't fighting the feds. In the feds, it's take the deal and or squeal. There's no going to battle with these folks. You're not going to win. And you know, usually by the time the feds get involved with something, you are already boots smoked. But just breaking recently, I believe it was yesterday, Lori Loughlin and her fashion designer husband, I believe that's what he does, are now prepared to enter guilty pleas. And I believe the biggest headline accompanying all of that is they're going to plead guilty and probably are only looking at serving 2 months. And that's a hell of a deal right there. That is... If the feds come at you with something that sweet, you better take it. Now, I don't know how much the whole Corona situation plays into this and how much it's actually going to factor into how much time they actually have to serve. Because I'm pretty sure I've been hearing that there's a potential they might not never, her and her husband, step near foot up inside of a federal prison. So what a time to be facing charges for a crime. You know, during a time like this, I feel like the courts are definitely going to come at you with a pretty sweet deal. But then again, it's probably different strokes. Wasn't that a TV show as well? For different folks. And also, I'm quite certain that money talks as well. Now, I really wanted to make this video, and I don't even know what the title of this is going to be. I'm filming this at like 12:30 on Friday. You guys are probably seeing this video today. That's how hard I be going. That's how hard I be working. I was under a house. I met with the electrical, and it's lunchtime. I ain't ate nothing. I'm lying. I did eat a bowl of Lucky Charms this morning. Them joints was smoking. What's your favorite cereal? Hey, go ahead and smash the like button on this video if you like food. I remember seeing like YouTube videos, yo, hey, and for real, smash the like button if you be breathing air. Not carbon monoxide, but if you breathe air, just go ahead and smash the like button. You understand. You understand what I'm saying here. But yeah, one of my ideas for this video was, because with any other celebrity who we have ever talked about on this channel who is facing or going to prison, we always got to talk about what they are going to be like in prison. Now, with the fact that they might not never even see prison, Lori Loughlin and her husband, all of what we're getting ready to share right here could potentially be for nothing. But what if? What if they still got to go up in there for 2 months? To somebody who has never served time at all, 2 months might as well be 2 life sentences. How are you going to live for 2 months, 62 days without Starbucks? And whatever else them fancy folks be partaking in. I drink Starbucks quite a bit, actually. But I'm not that fancy. Well, attempting to dissect a little more deeply what this woman's time in prison could be like, the first thing that we got to talk about is whether or not she's getting any kind of prison consulting services. Nobody ever reaches out to me for that. I mean, one person did one time and I did it for free. And I know there's people out there who got businesses doing this and they are raking it in. Flip houses might have been the wrong thing. We should have invested, in the prison business. But that just sounds dirty. As we continue with this, what I'd like to do, because nobody ever does reach out to me for the prison consulting services, I'm going to offer up a little bit of consulting myself, just in case, Lori Loughlin, you're watching. If you are, please smash the like button. I'm not going to go in for real. And, this is on the house. Look, don't let nobody try to scare you into thinking that prison's going to be that bad. Okay? It don't matter. You're a celebrity. You paid, for your kids to get up into college. Yes, people feel kind of crazy about that. And yes, wherever you end up going, club fed, no fences, guaranteed that's where you would go if you had to step foot up inside of any prison whatsoever. But girl, you ain't gonna have no problems at all. None. And if anybody ever does come up to you and try to come at you with that riffraff, bang! Hit them right in the throat. Right in the throat. Show them who's boss for real. Who's the boss? Wasn't that a show? Because you're gonna end up serving time at probably one of the more luxurious prison camps that there is. And it's going to be nothing but a walk in the park. You're going to get some stories while you're up in there. You might make some friends up in there. I mean, you're guaranteed to make you some friends. And don't let them try to talk to you about being up in PC. You can be in Gen Pop. Come home with some stories and start you a prison YouTube channel like Mike the Situation and like countless others and share your experience. And you know what? I will respect you even more if you come out of the situation with a nice little teardrop tattoo. Come out of that joint like a convict, a straight up OG. Mike the Situation served 8 months at Club Fed and you can't tell this dude nothing. I mean, kind of what it appears like, judging by like the type of videos that dude be doing, telling the prison stories. I would have thought that dude served 80 years, not no damn 8 months. Yeah, the prison system though, I don't like to talk about this for real, but the prison system though. I'll never forget the first 8 months of my stay. It was the entirety of my stay, but I'll never forget the first 8 months. That was the toughest time in my life. I didn't know if I was going to make it. I didn't know if I was going to make it. And the things that I saw in there, I can't never unsee. So I try to share my experience with all of you with hope that maybe we could generate some ad revenue through the views. For you. I got me a couple of scars too. Scars that I'm never going to forget about how I got 8 months. 8 months, it might not sound like nothing but a meatball to some folks. But to me, that was a lifetime. Bravo, Joe, bravo. Spot on Mike the Situation right there. Joe, you sound like a hater talking about, I am, okay? I'm not even gonna beat around the bush about it. You served 8 months and you got a prison YouTube channel? Sharing prison stories? Ain't nobody got time for that. Go back to the Jersey Shore. You're playing in my sandbox now. Yeah, I'm mad. About to start me a Keemstar H3 beef current events. H3 is raising some very valid points on that whole situation. What were we talking about again? Oh, Lori Loughlin. But yeah, look, your time is going to be nothing. Come out with a teardrop, tell you some war stories, get a scar. Because somebody of your caliber, I mean, you can come home and they will give you a series on TV, I'm quite sure, talking about your experience. Hell, you could probably get a reality show about this. And if they're talking about you ain't going to serve no time at all, forget that. Tell them you want to go. This is a career move for you. Lori Loughlin, innocent, I mean, I grew up watching you on Full House. Now, you an OG. Oh, the views. Oh, the views. Oh, it's going to be a many. But getting back to my free information on, what your time will be like, it ain't going to be nothing. It ain't going to be nothing. Go in there, do your time, walk the yard, make you some friends, eat you some good prison food. And where you're going, they probably feed you pretty good. I've never been in the federal system. A little bit of a urban legend, a little rumor, prison rumor. I don't know if this is true or not. If you ever served time in the feds, please tell me. But one thing that I used to always hear, one thing that made me want to come home from jail or prison, the countless times that I would do so and go catch me a Fed case, was the fact that, well, I know that sounded stupid, but was the fact that while I was serving time, they used to talk about the federal system and how at certain facilities, I don't know why I did that whole how, at certain facilities, they had salad bars. Like at Ruby Tuesdays. Y'all got a salad bar. Like with the different types of dressings and stuff. Maybe like something like what you would see at a Golden Corral. They got that for real though. I honestly don't know. That's what I heard. Lori Loughlin. What? Lori Loughlin. Loyal Allen. What? Let's skim through a story real quick and see what kind of other news they're talking about with this. Lori Loughlin husband, Massimo, something I'm not even going to attempt to pronounce, agreed to plea deal in college admissions scandal. Actress Lori Loughlin and her husband have agreed to plead guilty to conspiracy charges and what else? Loughlin, who is 55 years old but does not look it. Also, another good reason to go to prison. Prison preserves you. Lady, you're getting up there. You know what I mean? There's only but so much longer you can hold on to them looks. And only so, you know what? I said I was going to be nice. Prison preserves you. You see dudes up in prison, and probably women as well, who have served like 25 years and they still look like they 25, but they 50 for real. Prison sometimes can be like the fountain of youth. They agreed to 2 months in prison and a $150,000 fine and 2 years of supervised release with 100 hours of community service. Y'all just got you a TV deal right there. I mean, that's a part of the show. Doing the community service, sitting there in the little confessional. Like, I really want to do a reality show. Damn it, and I don't get the wig no more. If I had the wig, I would have really put on the full confessional, acting like I was Lori Loughlin. Now I just got to tell you that's what I'm doing, and hopefully you can picture me as a woman. Well, Joe, you a bitch for real, so that ain't even hard. What? I gotta be honest with you, This is nothing like the days on Full House. God, I miss Jesse. Wasn't he doing yogurt commercials at one point? Today begins a brand new chapter in my life. I will leave today to go to prison, and I'm looking forward to getting me some prison tattoos, some prison ink, I believe is referred to as. I'd like to get a teardrop, probably a big old 6'9" and a spider web. Maybe rapping is going to be in my near future. I could come out like Whoa Vicky, potentially, at almost 60 years of age. I was going to do something totally different right there and talk about doing the community service instead, but regardless, missed the mark completely. I do apologize. Hey, look, do me a favor. Go ahead and smash that like button if you like anything. If you like anything at all, I mean anything, hey, smash the like button because you understand. Her husband has agreed to 5 months in prison, $250,000 fine, and 250 hours of community service. I don't know why he's getting treated differently than she is. Obviously, maybe, I don't know. I know they had some additional charges outside of the college admission scandals case, something like tax evasion or something, some kind of stuff like that. I don't honestly know. But yo, 2 months, 5 months, sweet ass deal. All that money y'all got to pay, that's worse than the time you got to serve. Oh, well, this is interesting. They're scheduled to plead guilty on Friday, that's today, at 11:30 a.m. That's already happened. And I'm not seeing anything else about whether or not they will, in fact, have to serve this time, or if because of, the pandemic, they won't have to serve the time. I know I heard something about that on like the news yesterday, like they might not have to serve the time. Let's check Twitter. I'm not very active on Twitter anymore, but if you'd still like to follow me, at Joe P. Guerrero there. Instagram, APS Officials, the website, After Prison Shows, the YouTube, and the Twitch. After Prison Show fans on Facebook. After Prison on Facebook is our other big page. Another story pops up. Let me go ahead and screenshot that so I can include that in this video. Another story pops up saying Lori Loughlin always insisted she was innocent in admission scandal. Why change now? Are you kidding me? 20 years versus 2 months? It's a no-brainer. We don't even need to read this story. That's what it's going to say. 95% or better conviction rate. If you've got a 95% in anything, I was about to say that's probably a really good thing, but I can imagine how having a 95% like positive test result could be a bad thing. What else could be bad having a 95% of? Are they going to charge Lori with perjury since she pled not guilty and then changed it to guilty, asking for my friend, General Jack Flynn? Yo, you a snitch right there, and people do that type of stuff all the time. People can plead not guilty and then decide later to take the plea deal, but, you know, I can see both sides of this thing, how that could be perjury, but I don't know, that's actually a really good question. I don't want to make this video super long, so I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up and say, look, these folks, they got blessed. Money talks, and if you got money, a lot of times things are going to work out for you. Look at Tekashi 6ix9ine, for example. He's doing just fine. I think he's moved, like 5 times already since being released, and he's supposed to be on house arrest. Not sure how that's really working out, but whatever. The fact of the matter is, as plain as it possibly can be, it is totally different strokes for different folks. There are people who've gotten their boots smoked for far less. And people just like in this particular situation who, you know, have some pretty high profile charges and people want justice, and then they come out of those situations damn near unscathed. Will this at all affect the livelihood of these folks, Lori and her husband? Who knows? You know, the way that I feel about it is probably going to be a power move, a career booster for her at least. But with that, I will wrap this video up and say I really want to hear what you guys think about this. And I hope that this was a video that you guys enjoyed as well. And if it was, please leave a like and a comment letting me know exactly what you thought about this. We got a whole bunch of other content coming as well, folks. Definitely some updates in relation to what's going on with the house. And we are going to get back to our roots a little bit here on After Prison Show with what we do here. Maybe some interviews in the near future. I've got a couple of people I've been speaking with who potentially want to share their stories and a few other things in mind as well. But real quick, I do want to ask you guys if there's anything in particular that you guys miss or would like to see more of, please also comment that down below and I'll be eager to hear what you have to say. I hope you guys have a great day. I hope you have a great weekend as well. You know, my situation is damn messed up, feeling like, you know, we're still just basically treading water trying to stay afloat with the house. But I do take some kind of solace. Is that a word, the right word? I do take some kind of gratefulness knowing that my situation could be a lot worse. It can always be worse. So no matter what you're dealing with, and even Lori Loughlin and her husband, you know, what they're dealing with, no matter what, the situation could always be a lot worse. I hope you guys enjoy the weekend. Thanks for taking the time to check out this video. And as always, until next time, enjoy life, the free world. Never take a moment for granted and make the most of every day.